My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it. Because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. And I'm liking what I see so far, now that I have like the Oracle and I did looking in the, under the Oracle deck energy. What I think we have here is someone who is fairly determined to like pursue someone else. They really like someone and they would like to at least get to know them a little bit better, maybe take them out on some dates. What we have going on under the deck is sort of like, what this would require is at least maybe a temporary to like extended separation from a particular friend group. And I'm not seeing particularly anything like bad about the people that this person hangs out with. It's just that when someone wants to initiate, and I'm going to say kind of a serious courtship thing that requires them to shift their focus maybe from lots of friends or a particular social schedule into something a little bit different, at least for a while, at least until they see, is this something like that I want to maintain within my life in a serious way, then that's like a totally different maybe lifestyle change thing that someone's potentially looking at. But what I see here is wooing. So we have somebody who is like maybe like in a bit of they're in a yearning stage, at least for some of this, but it's not, it doesn't seem like someone who's just gonna sit around and like hope and pray and pine, right? They are determined. Determination, courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, firmness. They have made the decision that they want to at least have a romantic night with someone. So it's just, this is likely, I would guess, if you are not the person who is initiating this courtship, this would have to be that someone that y'all know, either online, nope, something already flipped out that I'm just like, I can see why this person wants to pursue who they're looking at. Okay, so let me look under here. So I'm taking this on some of these reversals. The Two of Swords, I actually kind of want to take it both ways, but this would be if somebody was indecisive about pursuing a particular person, they have made their decision to take some action here. But what this also is indicating to me is sort of they might have spent some time maybe considering if this was the type of person that they wanted to pursue seriously or incorporate within their life, because this Empress was also in the reverse. So it might have been that this person was sort of looking at someone else and saying like, this person's appearance strikes me as Empress, Emperor, someone of like really, when I'm saying high quality, right? I'm saying like good character, dependable, practical, treats themselves well, treats others well, knows how to take care of themselves, knows how to be a good friend, and things like that. That's what I mean by high quality. And so in the reverse, this person might have been like, I don't know, like appearances are deceiving, which is a smart thing. So they might have watched y'all, or you might have watched someone else to see if this person really was as they appeared to be. And so it seems like whoever this is now knows the truth of the situation, and whatever truth it is, they now want to take action. That's where the determination is coming from, the decision being made that, yes, I actually do think that this person could help me or would potentially want to create the sort of life that I want to live. And it's seeming like, I don't know if we're dealing with a more cautious individual, because I saw the Tower and the Ten of Swords under the deck, and I think it's normal for someone when they're pursuing, they've made the decision to pursue someone that they're perceiving like as an Empress, Emperor, or that non-gendered archetype of what that is, right? A whole and complete person who is sovereign over themselves and their lives for the most part. When someone's making that decision to pursue someone like that, I could see being afraid of rejection. Because if you're really looking at somebody, like this would be somebody who's looking at you, or you would be looking at someone else with a serious amount of respect. And when that kind of a thing is going on, even if someone's rejecting you very gently for whatever reason, that can still be something that's going to make you think, do I actually want to put myself on the line like that? I don't know if my self-esteem could maybe handle that sort of hit if this person in fact does not want to be with me. So just getting to know somebody, that person may only end up being a friend. If you're more on the receiving end of this and you're not the one initiating it, if you're just looking to explore something with somebody and you've maybe taken in a lot of this kind of very, very kind of weird structured stuff about dating and things like that, I would say if you could loosen up about it and just get to know people socially while kind of understanding their intentions, then that's going to serve you a lot better for like long-term things rather than all this like, oh, this person like has to pay and like it has to be this and it has to be that. Because typically it's not going to be that way in a long-term relationship. So what I have here under wooing is the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's, like I'm saying, like when we're saying high value, it's what I have described already. So this person wants to woo someone they hold in high regard or high esteem. And again, the Queen of Pentacles would be someone practical, stable, treats themselves well. I mean, they might be bougie, I don't know, but you don't have to be like bougie or super wealthy to be in Queen of Pentacles energy. It's more about caring about yourself, taking really good care of yourself, nurturing yourself and other people, and like making sure we're as stable as possible, like with the finances and everything else. And that like, that looks, there's like a way that you do that with like less money and a way that you're doing that with more money. So when we hold up the Queen of Pentacles, if you're just like, oh, well, I'm kind of poor, it's like, okay, but are you stable? Do you have like a set schedule? Are you going to work every day? Like maybe like all you have is an apartment, but like, are you keeping your apartment clean? Is it like maybe have some decorations or anything in it? Are you moving in that direction in sort of a more structured way? Then that is also the Queen of Pentacles. So this determination, 10 of Pentacles, I think whoever this is, this seems like someone who's made like Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This seems like someone who really would like to move more into like a family building portion of their life. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it is striking me a little bit more of potentially someone who would want to have some sort of form of marriage or maybe want to have kids. It doesn't have to be. That could be building a sort of, it's the community that suits you. But with these two cards at the moment, it's looking it's skewing a little bit more traditional to me. But we don't have any clarifying cards out yet. So let's see, this romantic knight. Well, like, of course they want to take you out. Like, this is like, I want to take you out. I want to be in public with you. So, like, to me, this is just somebody wants to approach. Somebody wants to approach. And so let's go around again. And then depending on what comes up, I will ask some more questions about this pursuing energy. Well, okay, whoever that Queen of Pentacles is, that person, that is who they authentically are. It's also likely that this other person has seen the truth of this individual, that they are aware, like, oh no, this person isn't like putting on an act or anything. That's just who they are. And it seems like they're liking this. All right, so this determination, okay, 5 of Pentacles. So I don't know if this person is feeling, it might just be, like, there was something about underneath the deck, I don't know if I mentioned it when I was looking at that Empress upside down and that 2 of Swords. There was a touch of, and like I'm saying with the self-doubt and everything else, if this person turns me down, there was a touch of, I don't know if I'm good enough for this person. And I mean, that might be what that 5 of Pentacles is, like, I don't have enough for this person. I might not be able to give them the lifestyle they want, or flat out, the lifestyle that I want might not be compatible with this other person. But the thing is, you're never gonna know that until you start, like, you initiate a very, very casual courtship process. Romantic, this is somebody asking somebody else out. Romantic Knight, 6 of Wands. Six of Cups. So whatever this more like sort of Five of Pentacles, self-doubt, I don't know that I am enough, I don't know that I have enough, that might be on this person's mind, but it's under determination. Like they're not going to let that stop them from at least exploring like what's going on, because people do that a lot. They like get these ideas in their heads about people, and then they just don't, like they act on the little story that they have created in their minds that's not reality at all. And if they would just like get to know someone very openly, you get a much better idea of what's going on in real life with someone else. Because like what you'll also find if you're someone who's interested in long-term relationships, that like there's a very big difference between just being attracted to someone and actually wanting to, like, is this someone that I can create a life with? That is a huge difference. Huge difference. It doesn't tend to be like anybody's a bad person or like people are terrible people. It just tends to be that there's only so many people in the world that are going to match the type of reality that we're looking to create for ourselves. And that requires labor. And a lot of people fairly aren't looking for labor, they're looking for fun. And so I don't know that it's, I'm thinking about like all of whenever I see anybody online talking about dating, even if it's not like for content, right? It's actually people just talking about dating. It's always, oh, I don't know what to, and it's just like, it's really not that arduous. It's really not, you can't take a lot of things personally is all. And you have to understand that nobody's entitled to anything. Even if you're a fantastic person, that does not guarantee you anything other than the life of your fulfillment and preference that you can create all on your own. So this moving Eight of Swords, High Priestess, whoever this person, I don't know, that there might be a little bit of pedestaling going on here. And that's because this person hasn't interacted like very deeply with whoever they're looking to ask out. And so once they start getting to know them, like for really real, it's not that they would like lose respect for them, but it's sort of almost like when we blow people up, when we blow other people up in our heads, it's just like, that's not actually who that person is. Like, so it does no good to put people up on pedestals. Yeah, Nine of Wands. It's like I'm saying, this person, like there's something up with this person's, maybe their perception of their own worth or their own reality, something about that. It could just be confidence or self-esteem for this person. But like I said, it's not going to stop them. So I'll explore a little bit of that. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, this person's going to get there. This person's going to get there. They're very attracted. Queen of Wands. They're uncertain how this Queen of Wands is going to respond to this communication from them. And they are. This person is worried about getting rejected. I think there's like some sort of money concern here. Somebody's worried that like they don't, like they're not the King of Pentacles. Well, and the King of Pentacles is that Queen of Pentacles' match. And then we have like this Devil here. And what I'm getting is like this King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the Devil. Like this is really bothering this person. This is really bothering this person. And I'm not sure if they're like wondering like if they should, like, should I even ask this person out? Or should I like build myself up more before asking this person out? And I would say like, if you are the person who's pursuing, I don't see that this person, this Queen of Pentacles, whoever they are, isn't worth what you're thinking. However, like, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Like, just, you can do both simultaneously. You can get to know this person, or even say like, hey, I kind of like you and I would like to explore that and figure out what that looks like for the both of you, while you're doing whatever else it is you want to do, because you very well could get to know that person and maybe you've just got an idea of them in their heads. Even if they are a great person, they might not be a great person for you. And so if you're like sitting there like, well, I got to do all of this stuff first, it's not wasting your time because you will still have built yourself up financially or something like that. But it's sort of like you could be kind of, you're holding yourself back is what I'm saying. And also typically when you're putting that much energy and attention onto another person, it can almost wreck the situation. You really kind of want to have, like, when I'm saying like more options, you kind of want to be able to give your attention, and that's either lots of people who you're getting to know romantically, who would be good, like if you're serious about wanting to start like a family or like a certain adult lifestyle, you would still want to be looking at like multiple options that would work for you. Because that also, like, it takes the pressure off. You don't want to put too much energetic pressure onto something that is developing, because that will kill it, as a matter of fact. And if you're someone who doesn't like entertaining a lot of people in that way, because I don't like doing that, it's just a matter of not totally like cutting off your own social life and things like that, so that you're not giving like your absolute undivided attention to this other person. And I would say that, like, for people who super want that type of attention on themselves, I would say that's a red flag for super long-term relationships, because that's not like, the courtship phase is one phase. The honeymoon phase is one phase. If y'all are going for longevity, nobody's full attention is going to be on you forever. Like, you move into different phases of your relationship, and all of them can be fantastic. But if you have an idea that everything should look like an eternal courtship phase or an eternal honeymoon phase, you're gonna be very, very disappointed. Typically, we have like peaks and valleys in relationships, and that's fine. That's normal. So I want to know, what is it? Well, we'll look here in this middle. What is this 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands? Because I want to know what's bothering this person. Oh, it's money. It's something, yeah. Well, what is that? Oh, right. Okay, I think this person might have something going on with, like, for how old I am, I should be farther along. Or for how old I am, I, like, don't have enough. And so I feel like if I approach this person with, like, I want to start a family or, like, get into a serious relationship, that they're going to, like, treat me very harshly or reject me very harshly, because, like, all I am is a Knight of Pentacles. I am not the King of Pentacles. So let me go ahead and get, like, kind of a more, like, I'm not gonna fully get a card out for each one, but I'd like to get some more information, if we can, on this person's ideas about themselves, if this is true or if they are being hard on themselves. Okay, so, well, there's our Queen of Pentacles back again. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. I don't know if I showed that fully. 10 of Pentacles. This person, they really think that they're going to be, like, rejected by this other person here. And it has to do with, like, giving. It has to do with something material. Like, the 2 of Swords was underneath that, like, not having enough material. This person very much cares about whoever this is and how this person thinks of them personally. Because we have, like, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups has very, very deep feelings. And so what they know with that Ace of Swords is, like, well, this Queen of Pentacles deserves this 10 of Pentacles. And so it's seeming like less like they think that, like, if you are identifying with that Queen of Pentacles energy, it seems like less that they, like, think that you would demand that, maybe. And it seems more like, in this person's mind, this person deserves this based on what I've seen of them, and I don't have that. So, like, it is only natural that this person would reject me. So let me go ahead and look at our Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups here. So how do these people know each other? That's either they don't, well, that's impossible. That's impossible because somebody's seen somebody else. What is that 2 of Swords? Or it's possible that this hasn't occurred yet. I don't know if like this Queen of Pentacles has rejected this King of Cups in the past, or if this King of Cups believes that based on like, because this isn't answering my question of how do these people know each other. This is telling me more about like potentially something that happened between the two. If it actually happened, our Queen of Pentacles would have rejected this person because they would have been like, no, I'm somebody who needs more structure and you're kind of like a much more of a free spirit. And that would match with the Queen of Cups versus the Queen of Pentacles. Or this person, this King of Cups, hasn't said anything yet because they believe this is what this Queen of Pentacles would think of them. So I'm going to ask you again, how do these people know each other? Or it could be that like, so they might know each other, but the King of Cups hasn't like made their intentions known because they're like thinking that, right? Seven of Cups, that's potentially somebody watching somebody else online. The Star, I'm feeling there's something going on online. And Seven of Swords, that Seven of Swords is like that Two of Swords. It's like there's something that the Queen, likely this King of Cups, do these two people know each other in real life? I believe so. These people have spent time together. But it's sort of like this King of Cups has not fully like expressed themselves, potentially, or it is something that is like, they would know each other online. Because our Four of Cups is back here, that's an online thing, but like these are two yes cards, the Ace of Cups and the Sun. So this is possible, these two have shared good times together, but like this person, this King of Cups, has not said anything. They haven't said anything about how they actually feel. Or this is somebody, and they're also like watching these people would know each other in real life, but they would also be mutuals online. Or somebody's got somebody's social media shit and they're watching them and feeling kind of upset because they haven't said anything. Well, let me see here. How does this Queen of Pentacles feel about this King of Cups? This person, there's no strong opinion here. It's almost like there's no strong feelings to have. So I think a lot of this is going on in this King of Cups' mind. But in order to ask someone out on a date, they would like have to like know someone. Yeah, it's sort of like, there's something about, because this person, like, because this Queen of Pentacles, and they're showing up as the Queen of Cups here, so they're at least some sort of match with this other person within, like, an emotional standpoint. So, but, like, it's sort of like almost this person has no strong feelings about the King of Cups, almost because, like, they are centering themselves. And so, and not in a selfish way, but it's just like if the King of Cups, if this person's, if they're all part of the same like friendship circle or social circle, wider social circle, something, if this person's centering themselves and someone's not expressing how they feel and they like, this other person doesn't have strong feelings either way, then it's sort of like they can't know them that well. So this King of Cups would actually have to say something in order for that Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles to actually even have any strong feelings about the situation. You know, I got a pistachio matcha latte today instead of a rose matcha latte. And it's not bad. But I should have just gotten the rose matcha latte. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this romantic night and see what this person is going to do. Well, our Empress popped up. Let's see here. Well, okay, well, here's the thing we got. See, I think this person's going to be fine, ultimately. We've got the King of Pentacles offering the pentacle to the Empress. I don't know. I think this person is just like in this determination phase as they're like working up to the approach. This is just stuff that's going on in their head. Can we get any information about how this Empress would receive this person asking them out? I don't know if it's going to tell me, but I like Three of Wands, Knight of Cups. So they're like receptive to it. If it's like, because that's like someone, the Empress would be in the receiving position. It seems like they're open to receiving from this person. But again, I'm not seeing, because like this would be like, even if these people kind of know each other, this would be like the first time that this king is making a solid move towards this queen. And so I don't see them rejecting it. I see them open to exploring. So I think it would be like in this pursuing person's best interest to like chill out a little bit. I'm just trying to decide if there's anything else I want to ask here, because this all seems very straightforward to me. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a timeline. Like, when would this person perhaps be asking this other person out? Well, I've got this Eight of Wands here. King of Wands. So it's based around this person's confidence, but we have all Wands and Cups here. So this is weeks to months. Not years, but it's dependent on when this person gets through their determination phase, and then they're gonna make their move, okay? And so that might be text messages or like DMs or something with that Eight of Wands. So I'll say, how is this person going to approach? How will this person make their approach? All right, this person will make their approach. Weirdly, this person, they might not directly ask you out. What they might do is ask you for advice with this Two of Coins High Priestess, because we saw they're like looking at whoever that Queen of Coins is as the High Priestess. So they might approach or start getting to know you better by saying like, oh, hey, I'm uncertain about something. Can you get, like, you seem to know about these things. Can you give me advice? But they're not telling you, like I'm telling you, the way they're going to approach is by initiating some form of deeper social contact, but they're not going to just straight up ask you out on the date, which, I mean, that's fine. The Devil, they might be looking for advice on how to stop, like, oh my God, if this person, hold on, let me look at this because this is a bad idea. I don't know. What it seems like is this person, because I was worried, I was concerned that the advice that they were going to ask about is about like another relationship. They're like, hey, I was like in a really bad relationship and like, or I'm going through like a bad breakup and I wanted to get your, that's horrible. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try and like get to know other people by like venting about your past relationships, or try to get them to like help you with like a relationship that you're getting out of. That's fucking weird. Don't do it. But I don't think it's necessarily something like that. I think what this person is saying is that they might be looking at your lifestyle and wondering, they're like, I have some habits here that maybe I don't like, that I wanted to ask your advice about, because it seems like you're living really well and happy and healthy and have all this nice stuff around you, And I'm thinking that if you like tell me some things, if you give me some advice, like maybe talk to me about how like, so like if this person, King of Cups, right? Like maybe this person drinks a whole lot and like maybe y'all don't, like maybe y'all live a completely sober lifestyle or something. And so this person might have questions about like, so how are you having fun though? Like, is it really like, which is kind of cute. Let's see if I can't get any more information on this devil. 5 of Wands, this might be like, whatever that devil is, it might be friendships, it might be other stuff going on in this person's life. I'm not getting that as purely like a relationship. 9 of Wands, it's like certain things, maybe habits that this person has that they would likely believe that if they have them as they're going in, like trying to establish a relationship, maybe with you, if you are the person being approached, that like this would not fly in this particular relationship. So in getting to know you, they're almost like, how can I show this person that I am not bad and that I'm not, because we saw that like this person has either experienced rejection before based on like, oh, I need more structure and you're too much of a free spirit. Or like, because we were seeing the Fool, and it would be the Fool in the more negative aspects. You are not someone who is worthy of my serious attention, is what this person either believes or what they have seen demonstrated from this other person, that this person's not going to entertain BS. Well, like Queen of Coins, like of course not. Unless the Queen of Coins is showing up as like a gold digger or something, but she's not here. So this person is likely aware that there are certain things that they do that potentially this Queen of Coins is like not going to be about. And so they're asking, like I'm saying, they're trying to tailor themselves more towards this Queen of Coins' lifestyle, but this would be something that they have watched and are also understanding that this is something that they organically want for themselves potentially. They just don't understand how to go about it or how something like that would even work for them, especially with another person. So if it's something more like that, that's fine. What is this person's fucking into? Because I'm souring on this, because the more I talk about it, the more I'm just like, fucking no. Okay, this person does like have a plan. Okay, they're looking to rather quickly transform this situation with the Chariot, Lovers, and Death. It's just that I think they're unsure. They're unsure how to like initiate things almost, because it's sort of like they don't like, this person at the moment is someone like in your social circle who either like you don't see or you don't notice, or they have not like made themselves known to you. They are trying very much to change this, to move things quickly, or at least like authoritatively or confidently into a relationship type scenario. But there's this awkward little thing going on here where they're not quite sure how to initiate that process. So they're just looking for some kind of small scenario to get their foot in the door, to like even start the conversation. And then once they start the conversation, it's sort of like that's going to give them the in to like create more social situations where y'all will be spending more time together, so they can just come out with the, oh, like, so like the conversation, they might ask you for advice, but then they'll be like, look, I've been asking you this advice because like I really like you, and I think that like I would really like to explore if we would be like, you know, good romantically or whatever. And like that's kind of why, and like I don't know if our lifestyles are too different to do that. And so I just kind of wanted to get, like, it seems like something like that is going to come out of this. It's just the getting their foot in the door is going to be a bit awkward. And so as long as this person isn't like doing what I just like doing, the let me talk about my toxic ex, or like these toxic situations that I've involved myself in that I don't like know how to get out of, can you like help me get out of this? Like, no, Like, get that is, by the way, if you are listening to me say this and you have had that idea in your head ever, that is something for a therapist to help you with. Okay, like a real therapist, like a real licensed, like, relationship counselor. That's what that is for. And yes, your friends and associates can support you through that thing. They can give you some advice, but like, super relying on other people for, like, can you help me get out of a toxic pattern of behavior? No, especially not people who you are looking to forge intimacies with. That's typically like the pathway into codependency. And I get that not everybody like has access to certain things, but I would say that there's like a certain amount of work in that aspect that you need to take on for yourself and not depend on other people to like take on the bulk of that, because you are asking for a very, very great deal of emotional labor. It might seem like nothing to you, but obviously your life isn't going how you want it to go, so it can't be that not big of a deal. That's why people get paid for that. So that's why I'm saying, like, no, don't even entertain it, because that person's not ready for an actual relationship. We're going to go ahead and get to the final results outcome. I'm not sure is this a positive read? Is it a negative read? I'm not sure. We're going to go ahead and get into the final advice outcome. I do not have the Son and Father with me today, but before I do, if you have benefited from the channel and the reason you do have anything in the way to give back financially, I have a link down below for House of Tulip. House of Tulip is a local nonprofit created and run by trans and gender nonconforming people of color, and House of Tulip's mission is to support houseless, trans, and gender nonconforming youth, getting them homes, toiletries, food, clothing, and job opportunities so they can move from a space of surviving into thriving within supportive, loving communities. So let's go ahead and see how this is all going to turn out, because I feel like I've been kind of a negative Nancy on this, y'all. So if you've been feeling negative Nancy energy, that's me. That's probably me doing some projecting. I am just overly cautious with this sort of stuff. I take the relationship stuff and what I'm putting out there about decision making in relationships very seriously, because that kind of thing can change the course of your life in very, very radical ways. All right, so what we have here, what is that? All right, what I see here within this first column, we've got like, we got a bunch of stuff, but I have the Emperor clarified by the Three of Wands. And we have this Queen of Wands with the Two of Cups here. There is a gap between, like, there's a gap in where this person wants to be. They do not feel like the Emperor yet. For whatever reason, that's what that Three of Wands is. There is a gap between me and this Emperor status. There is a gap between where I want to be and what I think this other person deserves from me. And I'm telling you, this is something that this person, it's like they want to make this change organically. It's not something that they would just be doing like for the, like, to get somebody, I think. And like this person in their determination phase, right? In their decision-making process, it's like they are like if I could show this up, the Hermit is looking back towards this Emperor. That is that Three of Wands gap. It is where I am right now is not where I want. Like, I gotta look over here because like that's the person that I want to be in order to take action. So this person, the Hermit and the Knight of Wands is all facing this Emperor. So the action that they are currently taking and the action that they will be taking in their determination phase is to become their version of the Emperor. They are closing that gap within themselves in whatever way that they feel that they would need to. So that's the wooing. The wooing is I see that person, I like that person, I want to be with that person. And the bridge between wooing and determination is, in order to be with this person, I know that they're not going to tolerate this, most likely. And also, I don't feel like I am in a space to actually do with this person what I want to do. And so I need to close that gap. The closing the gap, this person becoming the emperor, is the determination phase. Once they have done that, because we saw it's like once this person has their confidence, once they're in King of Wands, Nine of Cups, that's after they close the gap. That is when the communication is happening. The Pages is not immature communication. It is appropriate communication to the situation. It is new communication, because y'all don't know each other that well, because I've been seeing that the person on the receiving end has no strong feelings about this person, really. So the Pages are just sort of like an appropriate, hey, like, can I talk to you about something? Like, hey, can I talk to you more? And that, like, it's just like, it's an initial communication. Hierophant, though, however, what is behind that initial communication is something very serious. So my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of the age, and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world. Make America great for once. Fly this boat to the moon somehow. Shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meeting.